I'm Susan Shovers. I'm a resident of the V in Aventura, Florida, and I'm part of a cooking series, Cooking with Bubbe. So, once again, welcome to my kitchen. I was looking at my fruit bowl walking by, and I noticed that I had a ton of bananas. And they were very ripe, and what do you do with them? You have to throw them away. And it's a shame to throw away bananas, so I decided I'm going to make my famous chocolate chip loaf, which the banana chocolate chip loaf, that's what it's called. And I'll show you how to make it. And it's a way of using up the bananas and having a delicious dessert. So let's begin. And what you're going to need for this recipe are 3 very, very ripe bananas. You're going to need a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, a stick of butter melted, and 2 eggs. And then you're going to sift together with 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Those are the ingredients. And then we add chocolate chips and some walnuts at the end. So let's begin. It just takes a few minutes to make this. I've already mashed up bananas, and I've done 3 of them, which gives me about a little over a cup of mashed banana, and you don't need that much. So I'm going to put in the bananas and the eggs, the butter, and it's been cooled. In fact, it's not only cool, it has solidified, which is amazing to me. But it will melt again. I think it's been sitting out too long. And the vanilla. So we'll put that all in. And we're going to, I have a temperamental mixer here. You can either use the mixer, or you can use a food processor, or you can use a blender if you have one that's strong enough. So we're going to just blend this up. Now add the sugar. I think those are blended well. Let's put in a cup of sugar. Put that all in. That looks great. And there are still pieces of the banana whole in there, which is nice. I've now mixed it well. So now I think I'm going to put in the flour, which is with the baking powder and the salt. And there we go again. That's it. It is well blended. We're going to stir this just a bit and get all the last bit of flour in here. And then I'm going to add, by hand, I'm going to fold in the chocolate chips, 1 cup. Oh, this smells so good. There is nothing more wonderful than banana and chocolate. Oh, terrific. And I'm going to add, I had some walnuts. I don't usually put in nuts, but I've decided I'm going to add a couple walnuts to this, chopped walnuts. So that will add another dimension of taste, a little crunch to the bread. That's the whole thing. You can see it took 2 seconds. Most of these ingredients you probably have. It's a great way to use up your bananas. And now put that into a greased 5 by 9 inch loaf pan. I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. And because this is a dark pan, you may want to cut the temperature a bit, at least I have to. Not the temperature so much as the baking time. So the baking time for this recipe is 1 hour at 350. But I have found with a dark pan that at 50 minutes I start checking. And remember, you need a cake tester. You don't want to have a runny batter. So this is ready for the oven. Give it a little shake. Even it out. Looks wonderful. As usual, I have put it on a baking sheet with parchment paper, whipping cream, and parchment paper. That's me. Anyway, I hope you'll make this, enjoy it, use up your bananas in a wonderful way, and I'll see you next time.